Hey folks, Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to share something with you today. Now, this is a personal trade of mine that I'm taking. This is not something that I have shared previously. This is not an alert that I've given out. This is just a trade that I personally have money invested in. And I want to just show you because this is how real life money works, and this is how it's made. So I want to give you a quick rundown of one of my own personal trades. Not something that is in the BEP service. This is just something that I have some personal money invested into. Of course, before we jump in, anything I do share with you is for information and educational purposes only. Please do not take anything as live financial advice, as it is certainly not. So, Boeing. Boeing is a plane manufacturing company. Guys, this is, with all that's happened in the past year, the airlines got completely and utterly crushed. Now, if you're watching the news, you see that the vaccines are being rolled out. You see that people have this pent-up demand to travel. In fact, TSA just announced just over this past weekend that they have calculated more travelers this past week in one single day than they have in the entire past year since last March. Number of people in one particular day that have gone through TSA to get onto a plane. So what does that do? Of course, that speculates for the airline industries to be propped up. So Boeing was the one that met my criteria. I mean, it lined up. All the indicators here at Hawkeye lined up for me. I have clear field of play on my weekly and monthly time frames. It was easy to identify. My setup was right there. I have higher time frame qualification on my 1 day, 2 day, 4 day. Picture perfect. Everything comes right in. So with that being said, it was a no-brainer for me to take this trade. Now, listen, this is a $252 stock when it triggered to buy long. That is a very, very expensive stock. Too expensive, too rich for my blood. So, of course, my go-to was to look to the options market. How do I play this trade and limit my downside risk, and of course get a leverage position and then jump into this? So I did a little longhand technical analysis. I'm going to show that to you in the next slide. Since everything here met my criteria, I got a blank chart out, and I just started drawing some lines. And I've learned to do this over the years. I've learned from some of the greatest people, who have done this forever. And it's really just tells me where, from an old school technical analysis, where this price is likely going. So we see in the area where that green arrow is, where price has really broken through all of that area, that messy area of resistance. So we are clear for takeoff, no pun intended. Now, I look back and I got this line at 292.47. That's probably an area where I may want to consider to peel some of my position off. I do have several upside targets from there as well. Going back and looking at my supply and demand zones, I'm at 328 and 382 on the monthly. So I got 349, 375, 391, all the way up to 446. So I have decided, and I put all these red arrows here on the screen for you to see, those are the areas that I'm going to start to peel out of my position. Now, I bought a call option. So this call option is going to expire at some point in time. And when it does, of course, we want to expire in the profit if we have not exited it in a timely manner. But I do know that at probably that 290 area, I'm going to start to pull some off. And then again, at 328, which is telling me here on my weekly, I'm going to pull some off. Again, at 350, I'm going to pull some off. 375 to 391, that 382 area, I'm going to pull some off. So my objective here is, as this trade continues to transpire, to continue to take my profit off and, of course, move, my stop into the profit as best possible. So I want to give you an idea here of what this looks like when I prepare to put my own money to work. I am, of course, Hawkeye tells me everything's all set to go. Volume precedes price action. Price action is reactive to supply and demand. I see all that right here in this chart. Then I bust out an old school chart because for me, I just like to handwrite it on the screen and know that where it's going to go. This makes sense for me. Again, I have clear field to play. I have clear and defined targets. I have confluence with my supply and demand zones along with my longhand technical analysis. I am ready to take this trade, which in fact I did. I bought that out of the money the call option, and it's well in the profit in the first day that I'm in it because everything just lined up beautifully. So, the pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Now, after I just showed you everything I did and how I broke down the decision to put my own money to work in this particular trade, listen, there was some pain that came along with that over the years learning to do what I do. And now today I feel I have that strength and that confidence to make these choices, to make these decisions, and to put my real life money to work. Now, listen, the objective here, of course, is for you to do the same. The same here is for you to have our tools, understand how volume precedes price action, how price action is reactive to supply and demand, and you too can do the very same and mimic what I just did with one successful trade after another. Now, if you're ready to get started, there's a link directly below this video. Just click on it. It will take you to the Project vSwarm webinar where you'll learn more about the service, more about myself, more about the indicators, more about our coaching, more about how we here at Hawkeye have done everything to help you be successful. If you'd like to learn more about us, head on over to HawkeyeTraders.com. Questions, comments, or concerns, always feel free to reach out to us via email or give us a call. Our support staff is standing by, 888-233-8598. Guys, have a blessed day, a beautiful day, a profitable day, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Take care.